Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Hand of Paint and the new Blood Rag, issue 17, out now. It's been a minute, but we got some good shit in here. It's free. You could download it on my website until probably the 25th of March, because then I'm moving everything over to a new website. So if you go to ihatemattwall.com, and I think it's /the-blood-rag, you have all of the previous 16 issues plus Bunny Wild's Poet of the Year issue, and this one. So you can go get all those for free, download them, they're yours, and then do what it says at the bottom. Make copies and post everywhere. Okay? We did a little something different this time, brought to you in part by the Bukowski Pod. So Shaylin's probably going to be like, what are you doing? Okay. So we got poems from me, Jeff Taylor at the Garage Poets, Ethan McGuire, Adam Crawford, he is the Foot, Michael Sieber, Rich Boucher, and Bunny Wild. Like, seriously, this is what drives me crazy about the poetry scene. Like, when I go to poetry events, like, I don't want to say, like, it's bad and that the poetry's bad. It isn't for me. Okay? It just isn't. If you have ever felt that the poetry that's out there, like you think you like poetry, but then you read poetry or you hear poetry and it just doesn't hit, it doesn't connect with you, like, these are your poets. These people here, these are your people. This is your tribe. Okay? These poems are great, including mine, if I do say so myself. That's it. Maybe I should just read all these. Maybe I will. Okay, so here we go. Elegy by me. Neely Tchaikovsky died on the 19th. Now people will love him. Now he has a good excuse for not returning my emails. Now, I do two different kinds of faces. I do a face and a sad face. Okay? Now, the funny thing about this is, he died in March of last year. And I remember I wrote this poem, and I'm like, I need to put out a new issue of the Blood Rag so I could put that poem in it. And here we are, a year after the fact. But I got it in. That's what he said. Okay, so Disenfranchised by Jeff Taylor. There's an ant crawling on a yellow curtain, soaked and taking. The sun's coming down like rain. The morning curtains are drawn like revolvers. I'm 160 miles an hour in this breakdown lane, but I still can't shake the thumb. I'm sinking in circles, covered in mourning. Coming down like rain. I am an ant for the taking. There has to be a better way to say this. This is exactly what I want to tell you. Okay. So this is Old Gods after Matthew Buckley Smith by Ethan McGuire. God sits upon his throne, that golden height, and holds worlds in his palms, withholds his might. The muses by his side both come and go, and whisper in our ears the good we know. Old Satan rules the bowels of earth's black flame, and wields his damned wild reign, the king of shame. The Furies scour the land and boil men's blood. With coals and with knives loose a crimson flood. The fates dispense and cut threads they contrive, and makes men meet mean ends or come alive. The weird King Death on Tiritary throne will flay his planet till all flesh is bone. There's some cool lines in there. Make men meet mean. I like that. Las Vegas poem by Adam Crawford. A sandlot stretches towards the highway, dominated by a single tilted power pole. Something screeches, a bird or a car. This desert is inhospitable and profitable. This is the worst weekend I've had in a long time. Waking by Bunny Wild. Waking, skin throbbing, caught on fire, or trying to fight the bite of cold with a lumpy corner of fuzz-infested blanket. Waking in slow syrup of consciousness, dripping from retinas, with a fist gripping my heart, searching for your breath. Waking to your cries or delighted gurgle, grateful that we are waking to this time together. The End of the World Before the End of the World by Rich Boucher. The price of eggs can't be gold, except that they are, and it is. My downstairs neighbor is drinking early again, and it sounds like she's got a gentleman visitor. She's got a Trump bumper sticker on her SUV, and her moans sound like a tightening of our borders. I cut my thumb on a shopping cart, and I'm transported to my own blood, into a fantasy land in high res, 4K definition. Brianna Beach calls me son, and in adult video, I call her mom. And from far off and remote heaven, I can see that my grandfather is proud of me. Untitled by Michael Sieber. I don't hate you because you got back on the needle. I don't hate you because you bladed my back. I don't hate you because you threw it all away for him. I hate you because you knew the end was near. And you got that puppy anyway and put your misery in his dish. So anyway, those are the poems. Beautiful, sad poem about being a mother. A beautiful, depressing poem about having to wake up. A great formal ditty about the fates and the muses, which I really, really like. An awesome poem about the desert. The desert's an awful place, guys, but it's kind of beautiful at the same time. Another poem where Rich shows us why, like, I think he's like one of the best poets alive right now. And a really cool poem by Michael Sieber. Or Sieber. I always think I get your name wrong, man. So let me know if I did that correctly or not. But anyway, it's a heartbreaking poem about heartbreak and now someone ruining the life of a puppy. Things we all can relate to. This is a really cool issue, guys. Pick it up. I think this is seriously one of Jeff's best poems. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that could be one of Jeff's best poems. And Bunny, like, I'm not here to, like, suck everybody off right now, but Bunny, like, the waking and, like, you keep coming back to it, that's fucking brilliant. Adam's always fucking on. This desert is inhospitable and profitable. That's exactly what the fuck the desert is, dude. And I don't hate you because you got back on the needle. Good God. But yeah, dude, Rich's poems are so good. They're so, like, now, and they're so kind of weird. There's a lot of sexuality in it, and it always, like, not always, but so many of his poems like pull you back into like a nostalgia of childhood. And it's not just the childhood that he pulls you back to. And I talk about this too in, what poem was that? Was it the, Jacarandas Are Blooming? It's the idea of how exciting and how like mesmerizing the thought of sex and sexuality is when you're so naive to it. And there's a lot to be said when you think about like what sex is to us now. Like if you're someone who has had lots of sex, you know, you're like, oh, this is what sex is. But then you think back to when you're like, man, I remember what it was like when I wasn't sure what it was like and how exciting it was to think about what that would be like. You know what I'm saying? The idealized version, the romanticized version of what a partner in your life would be like compared to what it is in reality. I don't know. Kind of down shit. And I think a lot of us talked about that in here. I guess we're all ants just like drowned in sunlight. And this is exactly what I want to tell you. That's so fucking great. Anyway, really good issue, guys. Go pick it up. It's free. Make copies. Post everywhere. Listen to the Bukowski Pod. Poetic Anarchy Press is back. And we have a lot of exciting things to talk to you guys about coming up in the near future. And another thing, too. If you are a fan of the podcast, the I Hate Matt Wall Poetry Podcast, you need to, if you haven't already, download all those episodes if you like them. Because when I move from my website to my the new website, when I take down ihatemattwall.com and I'm just working out of mattwallart.com and Poetic Anarchy, like they're all of the podcast is going to disappear. It sucks, but it is what it is. I can't stand GoDaddy anymore, and I fucking hate cPanel, and there's just nothing anybody can do to make me think it's a good product. So I'm out. Finally. So go download those episodes if you want them, because they will be going away soon. Okay? So go get the blood rag, type hard, join the crew down below, and you could watch streams of me doing things like trying to figure out why my printer wasn't doing what it was supposed to do today. All right? Cool. I will talk to you all later.